One of the best things about Brisbane is the work-life balance. So you find that when you've got a job you like, which like mine, I love my job, everything just kind of fits into place. The people are spectacular, and all this just meshes together to create this environment that is it's inviting for all people. People move to Brisbane because it's a beautiful city. There's so much to do, there's so many places to see, and the people are really, really cool.
I'm originally from Canada, and I came to Australia originally to study, to do some research at the University of Queensland in Brisbane. Went on to become faculty, and I now work at the Queensland University of Technology in student support services, finding ways to innovate QUT in the student space. But when we looked at what universities we were interested in, and more importantly, what kind of a city we wanted to live in, we looked at Brisbane, all the things that are around it, the things that we wanted to do, the lifestyle we were looking for, and that's what we really fell in love with, and that's what brought us here in the first place, and haven't regretted it since at all. The parklands that are everywhere, the sense of community that there is, and the investment the city makes in the people in general, makes it a really, really incredible place to stay.
So I moved here because I got the job at Channel 10, and I've always wanted to work for Channel 10 since I was pretty much 8, 9 years old. Like, I would tell my parents that I'm going to work for Channel 10, I'm going to work for Channel 10. Working in news, I suppose, every day is a new adventure because you never quite know what's going to be happening. From stories involving politics in the city to sports stories. It's a massive range because it's such a tourism destination. You are doing tourism-based stories, so things on backpackers, cruise ships come in quite a lot in support in Brisbane as well, and that's been booming for us. Tourism through cruise ships is incredible in Brisbane.
Brisbane's a really fast-growing city, but it's taking a lot of the lessons learned from other cities and really applying them well to build a space that people are comfortable in.
A good spot to actually witness all of Brisbane is up from Mount Cootha. It's a place overlooking the city, and what you see is the river actually snake its way in and around Brisbane, and it's the main body of water in Brisbane.
I actually don't walk, I float. And my favorite thing to do after a stressful day is to get on the City Cat, either from work or to work or whatever it happens to be, and just to get in. And I love coming around the bend and seeing all the bridges of Brisbane. And all of them are so different and unique, and you see the cityscape build as you sort of come around the corners. And I just fall in love with the city every single time I do that.
Walking down South Bank, you'll go past the Gallery of Modern Art, and there's also the museum there, and you come across this big Ferris wheel. And the Ferris wheel is incredible because you get to the top there and the view of Brisbane is spectacular.
I start there, and I'll probably get off maybe at say Queen Street. There's lots of great shopping and some really good, the Queen Street Mall Plaza has some really, really good things to go see, and there's always a lot of cultural opportunities. So there's usually performers happening down there in some way, shape or form, sometimes cultural performances, sometimes they're new musicians. There's almost always some kind of music happening.
Queen Street Mall is incredible. You've got this plaza in the middle of town with shops on either side, and so many shops as well, and you find anything there.
If you have to do some shopping, it's a good spot. From there, I might go across the river to South Bank, which is a wonderful parkland. It's almost like a little, Disney resort kind of built just for the city for free.
And right next to it, you find the lagoon. And the lagoon's this man-made beach, so you get this good mix of people hanging out there, going for a swim, the spots to grab ice creams as well, and it's just a good family-filled environment, I suppose. Everybody's in really good spirits, loving it. The pool is awesome, or the beach is awesome. It's fountains for the kids, and it's just a great spot down in South Bank. In the afternoons, you'll have the sun setting on the actual city itself, and it's just this golden hue all over the buildings, and it's incredible to see that even the reflections and the ripples on the water of the city across the river is just incredible.
Everywhere, I've lived at a couple places in the city, and everywhere there's a park nearby that helps me forget that I'm in the middle of a city.
Life itself has just worked out. Brisbane's now home, and I'm guessing Brisbane's going to be home for a long time yet to come.
When we first got here, we were saying, yeah, well, let's do school, we'll do 2 years, and then we'll see from there what happens. Then it was like, no, let's work for a little bit. And then it was like, well, we'll go back home when we are done school. And it's like, no, we'll go back home when we've worked a bit. No, we'll go back home when we have kids. Then we'll go back home when our kids are school age. And then maybe we won't go back home. So that's kind of the way the conversation's been. For us, Brisbane has been a chance to live the lifestyle that we want, a chance to get a great education, a chance to get immersed in Australian culture, and a chance to see a part of the world and find a balance in our own lifestyles that made us really happy.
Being able to go all these incredible places, meet incredible people, makes life awesome. It makes life awesome.